Alright, so here we are, just waist deep in level 4 again. This is not a particularly noteworthy screen, but rather than starting the video at the beginning of the level, just kind of wandered around a bit until I found something that I don't think I've done yet, and I've been in this room before, I recognize it. I recognize not being able to get this key. According to the map, I've not been to the left of here, so I should be able to wrap around and get it, and we'll just kind of work from there. Also, no Pokemon cries or anything this time, but we do have a sound effect pack. And if you didn't recognize that whistle noise in particular, this is from Link to the Past. This is basically what I was hoping I could find just kind of online anyway, but any like pre-made things like this that probably do exist don't seem to be hosted online anymore, so this was provided to me by James the Gargoyle. It is pretty decent. Being somebody who is not actually a fan of Link to the Past, really, I do at least appreciate the better sound effect quality. They're not overly loud. Everything is fitting. It's good to have. I'll probably be sticking with this one. Maybe not necessarily, like, keeping it for BA3 or anything, but I might at least keep some of them. I don't know. But yeah, the sound effect replacing tool actually isn't that difficult to use. It's just a matter of figuring out that it exists, which Joel did, so anybody, like all -3 of you who are interested in getting into not just Zelda Classic, but specifically version 192, can now do that, I guess. Not that I've hosted the file anywhere, but shut up. Anyway, I got another key, and I am decidedly still unable to get that one, so let's wander around some more. I can go this way. I think this is a dead end. I came from that direction before, and it didn't really do me any good, so let me check what this direction is again. I'm looking for the series of locked doors. I don't remember where that is. Also, I like how I had to spend magic to get into that room with the key, but also to get out of it. So if you don't have enough magic, you're just stuck and you have to frickin' continue warp, so that's pretty good. I wonder if this room was, they put the Pulse voices in there just so you might accidentally hit the eye, or as like a hint that you need to use arrows to open that. Because if so, that is actually somewhat well thought out. And once again, I'm finding myself looking at the preview screen rather than the game, so I'm dying because I can't see the frickin' Wizrobes show up, so that needs to stop right now. So I do still have potions. I might have to use them once I get to the boss. Oh wait, was there... I don't know why I was thinking I needed to kill all the enemies. I've clearly already been through this room, but oh well. At least I got back up to full health either way, so that's fine. And here's that room where I complained about there being way too many enemies in a confined space. Yeah, I think this is the correct way. This feels right. Yeah, there's a locked door, okay. I have 3 keys now. I still need to end this level with 4, and I've seen at least 3 locked doors in here, so there's still a shit ton of keys left to get. But hopefully that won't be too big of a problem. Oh, this is the boss. Okay. Just a bunch of blue Gorias. Which is more threatening than some other enemies, but yeah, I'm fine with this. These only have 5 HP, which with the white sword takes 3 hits. And, yeah, that actually went really smoothly. And I got a piece of wood as a reward. Yeah. Doesn't matter how many times I play through Zelda 1 or some kind of variant of Zelda 1, I'll never get over the fact that one of the items is just a ladder that you lay down on the ground to cross gaps. It's just really freaking weird. I don't really understand it. I haven't 100% decided the item loadout for BA3 yet. I know where most of the stuff is going to be, but there's certain items that I don't know if, like, where I'm going to put them in, if I'm going to put them in at all. And the ladder is one of those. I thought about turning it into, like, a hover boots type thing, where instead of going, like, laying a ladder on the ground, it just basically lets you cross gaps without really any further explanation than that. I could do something like that, but yeah, like I said, I don't really know for sure. Okay, so this way... This is where I needed the magic, and it got me a key. It doesn't look like I can do anything else with this. I don't think there was a gap on the other end I needed to cross. I'm not willing to spend the magic it takes to get over there and get back, because magic is really annoying to refill in this game, so we're just going to kind of assume that I can't do anything there. But there's definitely other gaps I can cross, so... Once again, my goal is basically... I currently need to find 2 more keys to break even, plus another, like, 2 more on top of that, I think, just to open the locked doors I've encountered. And I have to find the boss key. And there still might be another item in here somewhere. I don't know that or not. Don't know that or not. That's a good sentence. Yeah, there's a locked door over there. Guessing I have to get there from the staircase, unless the staircase is my goal and I get there from opening the door. I don't know. But here's just that key. I sure could have gotten that the entire time. Okay, then. Yeah, it looks like we're wrapping around to that staircase then. Okay. And I needed the ladder to get through this room. Or at least to get to that end of it. I haven't been down yet. I also have to remind myself that I got through a good chunk of this dungeon before, like, hitting retry and losing all my progress because I lost my shield, so... Because that was a week ago, and a lot of this dungeon looks so goddamn much like the same person all the time, I don't actually remember what I've explored. So I'm just basically going off of sub-screen map completion and, like, hoping that I open all the chests. Can I get that chest there? Yes, because I have the ladder. Will I get abducted? Quite possible. Wall masters are annoying. They have not really been that much of a hindrance to me in most Zelda games. Like, I always hear about them being pretty high on the list of, like, worst enemy in the game. Just because they're freaking annoying to deal with. Usually they're pretty obvious when they're gonna show up. But, I don't know. Zelda 1 wall masters are kind of a piece of shit. Okay, so... Let me go back and open that locked door, I guess. My guess is that that is going to lead me to the boss key. Which just means I need to find 1 more key somewhere. Or 2 if there's another locked door. I still don't remember. Can I get my hearts back? I don't know what the, like, chance of a slash item combo dropping a heart is. Clearly I should know the exact percentages. If I was a true Zelda Classic player, I would know. No, I wonder if it would actually say on the wiki, because there is one. I've been reading through bits of it recently, just to remind myself of how stuff works, such as tiered secrets. I kind of actually remember how those work now. And by remember, I mean I read it, and it didn't really make sense, and then I looked at BA2 and saw how I did it, and I'm like, okay, I get it now. Well, that took forever. I went left here. I didn't go left here. What the hell? Okay. We're putting that door off. I want to see what's over here first. Something I don't care for. Oh, and we got more wall masters. Good. Come on. Because, that up there is definitely a... Oh, never mind, there's a whistle flag down here. I was about to say, how do I get to that in order to activate it, but whatever. Also, pay no attention to anything that might resemble an alarm clock in the background. It's unimportant. Doesn't need to be worried about. Why am I bothering with these enemies? There's another key. Okay. So now, assuming there's no other locked doors other than that one, I am officially at break-even status. I still think there is one more, though. And I can picture another treasure chest somewhere that I've not been able to access. I don't remember where it is, I just know that it is somewhere. So that probably has another key in it. At least I'm not dying every 5 steps like I was in the last video. Oh. Okay. That is much appreciated. And with this, CSET 7 has now changed. Actually, is it 7 or 6? I don't remember. I don't remember if it's 6 or 7 that dictates Link's palette. Either way, double defense, definitely something nice to have. And I have not been able to go in the room one screen above me, and as far as I can tell, there's no obvious way into it, so that's probably a bombable wall. I need to check that. And now I'm just kind of stuck in here, so let's go around, I guess. Didn't need that ferry, but whatever. This isn't actually going to let me get in it, is it? Because there's a... It's like a one-way... Ah! Okay. So I've got to frickin' go all the way around now. I do want to check that room, because it's never a good idea to leave rooms unexplored. It could just be a piece of Chalif, but it is never wise to assume Chalif when it could be Hafif. What am I talking about? I don't know. I like having a shield. Having a shield is nice. Hence why I don't want to lose it, and don't want to spend another 300 fucking rupees to replace it if I do lose it, so... Now that I'm actually back at the beginning of the dungeon, it would probably be wise to save, just in case that does happen. Because now I won't actually lose that much progress if I do have to go back. So this way is still boss key. Well, requires boss key. Double checking these rooms, I don't think any of them required the ladder. This just kind of loops back on itself. Yeah, here's that room again. No, it does not appear that I needed a ladder for any of these. Okay, so that's already been explored. Ugh. Still don't understand why these blocks are burnable, but we'll roll with it, I guess. Sure would be nice if I remember... I am frickin'... Jesus Christ, I'm glad that I saved when I did. Okay. That was very fortunate, because that would have been a sad ending to my progress so far. And yeah, there is another locked door. Okay, so I still have one more key I have to get. This might be boss key, then? Not sure what this is. No? Oh. Okay, so let me explain what just happened there. Now, actually here, let me show that again. So, I mean, this is... I don't need to explain this, really. It's very minor, but I feel like it anyway. I accidentally shot here, and it didn't work because I missed the eyeball. But I can guarantee you, if I miss it on this end, it'll work. Yep. That's because the arrow flag apparently is placed in the upper left corner of this statue. So when I shot the right side, I missed it. You can't actually place flags between combos, so... like... this statue is 4 combos, and like one of them has to have the flag on it, so... they could have put an arrow flag on both sides of it, but actually now that I think about that, that wouldn't work because one of these is a flag 5 for arrow, and one of these is a flag 16 for triggering the like closed eyelid graphic. So if they were both a 5, they would have to play. They'd both have to place the same secret combo, and it wouldn't look correct. So yeah, that's why it was like that. Wait, what? Oh, that's a strike with anything. Okay. Or maybe it's a specifically boomerang. Also, I need another goddamn key. I know there's one down there, but that's now 2 more I need to find. Well, I guess 1 more, not counting that one. I don't know. I'm annoyed. It's probably in that room I have to bomb open, because I need to remember that one exists. Also, spike traps. These are something I need to learn, because in 190, the way spike traps work is the only way you can put them in a room is in set locations. You can choose to put them in the corners or in the middle, and then there's quest rules that dictate... Oh, okay, now there's Bosque. Basically, like, if they trigger from any direction, or if they only... like, only if you're in the middle of them, and sometimes they can, like, pass through each other, or sometimes they can't, but those rules are universal to the entire quest. You can't set them per room. In 192, I think you place these just by using screen flags, I want to say. Or not screen flags, but just regular flags. I think there's one for, like, trap moves left, trap moves down, etc. As for this one that just keeps going back and forth constantly on its own, I assume there has to be one for that. I just don't remember what it is, and I've never had to do it, so I am not personally familiar with it. Let's just miss the freaking arrow flag again. Okay, so let me grab that key. So I could go straight to the boss now, but I have at least one more thing I need to do. Let me actually check my map progress here. Yeah, looks like that one room is the only thing I've not explored other than the path to the boss cave. That doesn't mean that there isn't another chest somewhere that I've overlooked. That's still quite possible, but I'm going to kind of just blindly hope that that's not the case. As long as I exit the level with 4 keys, I'm fine. Because I got the main item and I got the blue ring, or armor, or mail, or whatever you want to call it. I never liked the name Blue Mail. I don't know why. Like, that's what it's called in Link to the Past, but it just makes me think of the useless mail items from Pokemon Gold and Silver onwards. Okay, so this is what I want to bomb, right? Excellent. There's a lot of enemies. As long as there's no wall masters in here that send me all the way back, I am okay with that. Because I currently have the equipment I need to deal with them. So this is not that awful. Also, I like that pot. I'm not sure if it has any purpose, or if it's just a pot. And key? Why was there no key? Okay, what's the point of this room? Can I jump in the pot? I don't know how I could jump in the pot. Okay, I'm thinking. Use every item possible on... Okay. That was a little bit stupid, but I guess that works. Alright, so yeah, I think I'm good. Every room is uncovered. I don't have that one on the top right because that was a mini-boss room, so that was a different D-map. And everything else should be accounted for. If I missed anything, it was probably just rupees. I don't think I missed anything, so whatever. Also, it appears that when I save or continue, it spawns me with whatever 2/3 of my max health is. I think. I don't know if that's how that's set, or if it's just set to always be 4. It would be weird if it was 4. You can do it as either. That's a... It's like, it's not a quest rule, it's called like initializing data, I think. Or just initial data. You can either set like a certain number of hearts or a percentage. Just depending on how you want to do it. I've always felt that you should spawn with full health. It's just less annoying that way. I can see maybe why you wouldn't want to do that, because I guess it's a little cheap that you can just F6 and heal wherever, but whatever. Just making sure there's nothing in here. I don't think there is, because there was bombs and there were bombs inside that pot, which was already the item of the room. Actually, no, that's when there's items hidden inside slash combos like that, I think that's with an Armos equals items flag, which uses the special item of the room, not the placeable item. So there still could have been another one that spawned in, but whatever. Yeah. Goma's never been the most threatening of bosses. Sticking 2 of them on one screen makes it slightly more dangerous. Also, my shield can block the fireballs coming from the statues, but not the ones from the Gomas, so I couldn't just stand there and block all of it. Either way, boss is done. And layering issues as usual. I love that. Well, it's Waterfall Island, right? Okay. Alright, so... as for what I can accomplish now that I have the ladder, there's a long-awaited heart piece I can get on Forest Island, so I'm gonna go get that one. I checked my map before this, and I think that was the only one I needed the ladder for. All the rest of them looked like they required hookshot or, like, flippers or some other thing that I don't have yet. Actually, I think there's one on Waterfall Island that I can also get with the ladder. I don't remember. I don't actually have the map open right now because I was in a dungeon. But, I know there was also at least one, like, Link statue cave that needed the ladder, but I've not been, like, tracking what area needs what item, unfortunately. I really should be doing that. Okay, wait, let me look at my map. Sorry, this is gonna look like shit for a minute here. Okay, so I do actually want to exit the forest to the south. Never mind then. So my options at this point are go straight to the next dungeon, explore blindly and find the Link statue that required the ladder, which will get me a magic container and nothing else, which is still handy, mind you, but not really something I need to focus on at the moment. Or I could go and do level A again, now that I have improved, I have a better sword, I have double defense, and now that I picked up the heart container from the level and this heart piece here, I also have 8 hearts, which is not bad, so I think I'm gonna go do that. Probably sounds like something worth doing. So, level A was... I know vaguely where it is, but I need to look at the map to see how to get there. Let me head out of the forest first. Also, as far as I can remember, just from what I've read and from, like, YouTube comments, I'm pretty sure that level 5 is the one that gives me the flippers, which will open up more of the overworld. So, basically, once I do that, I'll have to spend a massive amount of time exploring, but I don't necessarily mind that. Okay, let me look at the map real quick. So it's on Purple Tree Island, which I can get to from a very long, drawn-out path from here, basically. Just kind of shift this down in the corner, vaguely, maybe. Actually, I'm not looking at the preview window, so I don't need to bother. I can just keep it over OBS. Probably should have just had this set up from the beginning, honestly. I don't know why I made it more complicated before. Immediately forgets what I'm doing. Okay. Let's go this way. I do like the invisible enemies on this island here. Like, I mean, I guess that means the amulet is somewhere in this game, but I don't know what I'll get from beating them. Perhaps a duck. Alright, there was a Link statue here. I don't remember if I completed this one or not, so let me see what... Yeah, this was the one that just took the bracelet, so that one I'm pretty sure I've already cleared out. Oh, wait, the raft was up here. Derp! There's another Link statue along the way, so I'll check that one. Also, if I go up from here, that leads to Waterfall Island, but I don't really want to be there yet. Even if I can get a heart piece from it, one heart piece isn't going to do me any good at the moment, so whatever, it can wait. No! I didn't want to go this way, god damn it. Alright, who's ready to go on a long, annoying trip to Swamp Island? Although, now that I think about it, actually, there is still one thing I can do here. I might as well, since I'm back in the area. Maybe make sure I'm thinking of the right place. Where is it? Yeah, it's down here. Now that I have the ladder, I can cross over these gaps, and that'll make getting through this place a lot less annoying. Because, you probably don't remember, but this is a thing. Needed the ladder to get to this little isolated island here. And I can go ahead and get a super bomb upgrade, which is never a bad thing. Well, just a regular bomb upgrade, but super bombs are what I care about. Now I can hold 4 of them. I still have to spend money to get all 4 of them, but, I mean, I have the capacity at least. I would now quote Shrek saying, you have the right to remain silent, what you lack is the capacity, but I can't do a Shrek voice to save my life, so that's all you're getting out of me. So there's some kind of weird blue tree island to my right here. Yeah. Wait, no, this is... whatever. I could have... if I had taken that bottom raft, it would have taken me there, but I believe we determined that you needed the hammer to get anywhere on that island, so... whatever. Actually, did I? Let me look at the map again, hold on. I thought I did. Maybe not. Okay, you know what? Now I've got to check. Now we've got to take this long-ass frickin' raft path again. It looks like you need the hammer to get to... Well, you need the hammer and the hook shot to get to, like, some money, and probably something else that I'm not seeing. The Link statue doesn't actually look like it's blocked by anything. But the map is rather small and hard to see. Like, everything's only at half the normal resolution, so there could be a stump in there. Yeah, I definitely blew that one up. But I want to say I couldn't go anywhere when I was in it, because I probably needed the ladder, so let's do that. I don't mind mindless exploring. As long as it gets me stuff, I'm fine with it. So I think right now I have 4 magic containers. Is that, like, since I've never actually worked with magic before, I never really knew for sure how it worked. Apparently you just kind of set in the initial data how much magic you start with, and then, like, the maximum that you can reach, and then you just collect the magic containers to increase it one at a time. The way it looks to me is, like, the green bar itself lines up with the 4th heart, but the fact that it extends to the left and right of it was throwing me off. Oh wait, no, this is a hook shot room. Okay. You know what? Before I frickin' forget, let me just write this down. I know this is janky and shouldn't be done in the middle of a video, but Blue Tree Island to right of swamp requires hookshot. I'll mark that on the map at some point just so I don't keep forgetting about it. Because that was a good waste of like 5 minutes that could have been prevented by me having taken proper notes earlier. But yeah, I was just saying, like, the fact that the magic bar is actually kind of extending beyond the sprite size of the hearts was making me think that it was more variable than just simply being, like, 8 different levels of filled. I don't know how to word it, but I have to look at how the magic meter graphics work. It probably has like a half... The hearts are already half tiles, so it's probably like a quarter tile on the left and another quarter tile on the right. And then it just has like a middle part that fills in. I don't know. Because the way the heart graphics work is, there's basically like one tile that I think is like the default, like the first tile on the entire sheet. That's, it's like you have a full heart, a half, and an empty, and the game like knows basically to pull from like different portions of that graphic to display the different like filled heart graphics. And so the magic meter I think is the same way. I've just not really ever had to see it. I did briefly mess around with magic the other day, in the Stram quest, just to test something out, but that tile set did not appear to have a pre-built magic bar in it, so when I did that, it was just a bunch of garbage, like, glitched graphics that showed up. It's pretty good. Okay, so now that we're back here, let me quickly check out if I need to do anything in the Link statue here. And whether or not I do, we're going to be going into level A, at least for a short while. Yeah, this definitely took ladder. Okay. So this will be another magic container, which is cool. Yeah, I don't use magic that much, because the wand is not all that impressive, and the candle sucks. The only other things that can use magic are the lens, and you can set the boots to use magic, which is another thing I tested out, and it drains it. The boots drain magic like a motherfucker. Like, usually the way the boots work is they just protect you from all damage combos, basically. So, like, if you want to have a floor that hurts you, you just make it into, like, a damage 2 or whatever you want the, like, however much you want it to hurt you, you just set that. And if you have the boots, it doesn't hurt you. The problem with this is, if you ever want to make, like, a custom boss that, has, like, non-standard enemy attacks, you can draw the attacks just onto the screen, basically, or, like, contact damage from the enemy, but then that means you have to use damage combos, and boots would render that pointless. So, like, if you ever want to have custom bosses, you basically can't include the boots, or you have to have them, like, at the very end or something. And you can kind of get around this by having them use magic, so that they're not permanent. And I was considering doing that. And then I found out, like, how freaking... I like how I went the wrong way. Then I saw how quickly it drained it, and so I'm still undecided on that. Okay, I would save, but I remembered that there's no continue point set for this level, so... I don't actually remember anything of this level either. That's the sad thing. I seem to remember that going to the right just loops back to the beginning. I'm gonna check that anyway, just in case I get anything from doing it. And yeah, this was, any exploration of this level that I did was on an alternate timeline where I no longer have any data, so... We're essentially going into this blind again. Now I'm remembering why I hated this level so much. Enemy spam. For some reason I was thinking Vyres died in one hit from the white sword, but they don't. For anyone wondering, the way that Vyres and... I still never remember, is it gels or Zols? Basically the blobs that turn into smaller blobs. Those have like a certain amount of HP, and if you hit them with any attack that doesn't instantly kill them, they split into the smaller enemy. But if it does instantly kill them, then you don't have to worry about that. And I think Vyres have at least 4 health. Well, no, it's either 3 or 4. I don't know how much. So if you have the magic sword, they do die in one hit. Okay, I've still got the shield. I'm hearing some growling. So apparently I'm near a boss. I don't remember this from the last time I played this level, actually. I also don't remember if I was, oh, there's a boss key door right over here. What am I talking about? I'm stupid. I didn't look at that. And yeah, that requires hammer, which is apparently in this level, so we will be coming back for that. So now that I've killed everything but one enemy on that screen, that means none of them should respawn. Okay, this is definitely... Okay, I don't think it'll take that long to get back there, but still, though. What I was about to say is this is definitely a item drops in this room. Because there was like a suspicious tile in the corner, and I seem to remember that being the case, but, yeah, you know what? You jokers, I don't need to deal with any of you. And let's go through yet another passageway. At least these enemies die easily. I was hoping to get a heart back, but okay. The enemy death noise is slightly more obnoxious than I'd like it to be, but it's not that bad. Yeah, I was getting pretty tired of the NES sound effects because they're very loud. Thank you. I think I already knew where the boss was anyway. And now we have a split path, and knowing this dungeon, if I go the right way... Oh, never mind. This is a one-way door. Okay. I know that this level has... So wait, what was I supposed to do? I feel like I made much more progress than this the last time I tried this level, and now I'm like not seeing where I went. Because I feel like I've just gone in a straight line. Down from here doesn't actually lead to anything. I can't go right. Unless I'm just supposed to be blindly bombing walls. I do have 16 bombs. Oh shit. Okay. And I appear to be at the bottom of the D map. So yeah, I can't go down from here. Can I go left from here? Oh right. This is a thing. Yeah, okay. I forgot about this. That eye doesn't follow you, so you blow it up. Okay. So, everything from the, like, normal path going up dead ends. I now know that. I've gone every way possible there without the hammer, and it didn't get me anything. So I need to remember that. This door doesn't open. I remember this room. Because this is the one I kept calling the Mitch puzzle room, because it's basically identical to a screen I had in that game. And let's see. We continue in a straight line, and enemy spam. Except now these die in 2 hits instead of 4, so this is not nearly as awful. However, I don't like... Okay. I was about to say I don't like this thing sneaking up on me, but it at least backed off. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we get nothing out of it. There's a bombable wall. This looks like it's... Sorry about that. This is just gonna frickin' dump me back at the beginning, so not going that way to trap. This room, I think I need to slash the curtains. I also don't know how big this place is. I don't remember if I ever got a map for it. I like how this is just the level 4 mini-boss, but also with bubbles. Anyone want to explain why the skulls in Zelda are called bubbles? Like, is that a Japanese thing? I don't remember what's down If it frickin' loops me back to the beginning in a one-way path, I'm gonna be pissed. And it looks like that's about what it's going to do. Yeah, probably. I should have just taken the door. Whatever, this has got to be something, right? I'm at least determining where the dead ends are, kind of. Okay, this is an item drop room. Maybe it's the map. Because I don't think there's any regular keys in here. Okay. Yeah, I remember that layout now. Okay. So this level is pretty big. And we're back here. So let's loop back to the beginning. We know that that path doesn't lead to anything. Frickin' get out of my way, I don't care about you. Waste another bomb because... God forbid this be in a frickin' cave, D-maps, so the secrets are permanent. That would be nice. I guess it couldn't be because of the way that boss key doors work. I know I've explained that before, but just as a handy reminder, in 192 there's a... Or, let me give this a better explanation than I did last time. To use a key, you either need a locked door, which is a pre-built asset that only works in dungeon D-maps, I think. It might actually work in other ones, but I don't remember that for sure. Or you can use what's called a lock block, which just is a block that you bump into, it consumes a key, and then when it does, it turns into something else. There are boss lock blocks also, which do exactly what they sound like. They just consume a boss key, but they don't work in 192 for some reason. I don't know why. So, if you want to use boss keys, you have to use the pre-built, like, doors that you place on walls, and so I'm pretty sure those have to actually be in dungeons. Okay. We are making progress. I just have to hope that I don't get lost, or sent back to the beginning, or die, or all of the above. Oh, it's this piece of shit room. Yeah, this is the one that frickin' kept killing me, because I only had like 5 hearts, and there's no way to actually outrun these traps. Yeah, I don't think you can actually get out of that without taking damage. And then here's this piece of shit room. There's a lot of piece of shit rooms in this level. Alright, so... if I go right, it leads to a room I've already been in, which sounds like a trap. There could be a room somewhere with, like, alternate entrances that are blocked off that has, like, stuff in it I need, because there was a lot of that in level 4, but I don't remember seeing one in here. I can't actually go left. Okay, can I go down? Yes. That is garbage. That's a frickin'... okay. I mean, I figured it out. I can't complain that much, but still. By all means, keep taking my sword away. It's fine. I don't need it to fight these enemies or anything. Can I go down again? Not according to the map, so I'm not even gonna bother. If I can say one good thing about this oh, yeah, this is the screen that just requires the ladder. I think this is where I got stuck, isn't it? Unless killing all the enemies makes a bridge. I'm actually curious now. Yeah, you flat out need the ladder to get through this. This looks suspicious. Frickin' called it, okay. Oh, I don't like this. Okay, well this was a secret, so this isn't gonna dump me back at the beginning. This has gotta be something I need. The problem is now I'm gonna have to wonder what was to the left in that other room. And I'm probably gonna have to go through the entire gauntlet to get back there. Because that's what this level is, just a big gauntlet. Okay. I don't want these light clicks going anywhere near me. They concern me greatly. At this point, they're actually like my most feared enemies in this. And what's to the left? Probably a one-way shutter. Yep, I'm gonna say that that's what that is. Problem. Now I can't get back. Oh, no, I can. I can shoot fire from up here. Okay. Hey, look. Traps that I can actually get past. It's shocking for this level. We're still going. There's still a path I haven't gone back there. It's gonna piss me off. And here's a room that's going to consume magic, because crystals use the wand, I think. It's okay, I'm at, like, almost full magic. I don't need to worry about that. Boss key, okay. No? What is this? Okay, I think I see what's happening here, but it's weird. Let me see if I'm gonna call this before it happens. So, this is bombable, and it's gonna have a mirror underneath, and I have to shoot magic at it, and then this only responds to reflected magic. No, that is not. What the hell is that? That's just not a mirror in itself, is it? Oh god, it is. What the... That doesn't look like a mirror. That looks like a frickin' rock. That was bizarre. Why did it have to be reflected magic? Like, I know there's a flag for that. Like, you can have things only respond to reflected magic, but what logical reason was there for that puzzle to require that? That was weird. Also, I've been in this room. Yeah, I've been in this room many times. Okay, let's go back, I guess. I've got the boss key, so I could just frickin' fight the boss at this point. But I've got to find out... Wait, actually, why do I have the boss key? I don't have the dungeon item yet. Well, no, because there's no Triforce, so I guess the dungeon item is the reward for beating the boss. I feel like there's a lot of this level I've still not explored, though. Okay, so let's do this again. Because I still have to get back to that one room that I didn't go left. I hope I'm heading the right way. Basically, just whenever in doubt, take the bombable wall or the path of most resistance, and it should lead me to where I need to go. Okay, this stupid room again. On the plus side, I at least have hearts and better defense. Right. Yeah, I want to go down here because that was a bombable wall. Do you think there's enough like-likes in this fricking room? I'm just always worried that I'm going to miss something. But, okay, so this is good. Nothing in here. Yeah, I've never been in that staircase. I need to see where that goes. I feel like that's the only place I haven't actually been yet. I think everything else has been more or less a straight line. There's doors I haven't taken, but they've always led into rooms that I've been in. So they're almost certainly just one-way shutters, because that seems to be the theme of this place. So I'm not terribly concerned about that. Alright, what do we got here? So let me actually check the map here. So on the bottom, I've missed one room that I can tell. And on the top, I've got the boss room, the room after the boss room with the compass flashing, and then just a couple screens over here. And that appears to be it. Oh, what the hell? Okay, no, actually I've not been in here. I've been in the bottom of here, but not this. Okay, that's fine. Fuck that! Okay. So I guess I really have pretty much been everywhere, except for a screen up and right from where I am now, and one, like, towards the bottom. Okay, whatever. Let me just wander a bit. Oh, actually, yeah, okay, I can go up from here. It's probably just going to be a staircase that leads me back to the beginning, though. Or not. That actually looks like an item drop tile. God, what's that going to be? I think I have everything in here. No, it's not an item drop tile. It's just... okay. And this is going to presumably dump me in the other room that I've not visited yet, which will then be a one-way shutter back into the rest of the dungeon. Yeah, pretty much, okay. I still don't care for this level design very much, but at least I know I've been everywhere. And it actually wasn't that bad now that I could survive. So let's do this. This should lead to the boss key door. And, I actually know what the boss of this level is, because I've seen a screenshot of it, so I hope I'm prepared for it. I should be okay. Yeah! And I missed completely. I've got potions. Good God. Fairy, please. Please, please, fairy. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Be done. Jesus. Alright. And with that, we have the hammer. So that was a hell of a thing. Now, before I can actually be done, there was a screen in here somewhere that required the hammer. I don't remember where it was. Found it. Okay, so what is this? First, get this garbage out of the way. Remember when I said that these enemies wouldn't respawn? They did. I don't know why. Alright, so before I open this, if it's money, I'm gonna be sad. That's probably what it is. Yes, it is. Okay. Saving.
Kiki.
What is it?
Oh, I got the wrong door.
Okay, so I was going to cut that, but that was the sound of some guy just opening our door because he thought it was a different apartment, and then he didn't close the door when he left. That was pretty good. So anyway, we're done with this. There is one more thing I want to show, though. Okay, so this is BA2 Part 2 loaded up in ZQuest. Now, if you remember the production of BA2, I've explained, basically, I went through the entire game, like, planning on it to not have a second quest file. It was all just supposed to be in one. And, because of a string limit, I basically had to split it up. So, Part 2 still has all the data from, like, the rest of the game in here. You can't get to any of it, but it's in the game. And, when I was looking through this the other night, just kind of looking at stuff I've done and checking out like how it worked and reminding myself of that, I found these layer screens. Like these are used for the cutscene before the final boss. And then I noticed that on this screen it still has that little blue ball that is from this layer. And so, I don't know why it's like this. My only guess is that, like... So, hold on. Screen 03. Oops, not what I meant to do. Yeah, I think, like, for this cutscene, like, all the layers are being pulled from... Like, this is map 10, and the layers are coming from map 11. And I think they correspond one-to-one. Or at least some of them do. I don't know, but either way, like, it's pulling layer data from this map and putting it over the bonus level, and it's really freaking stupid looking. Because we not only have these blue orbs, but we have Grandpappy looking at a blue orb while something invisible explodes to the left and there's a spoon to the right. Why? I don't know. Because there's no reason for this screen to have the spoon in it anyway, so I don't know why it was ever placed there. Here's just an explosion occurring. Here's Pargo looking surprised at a jittering rock, while a tile and some black garbage exists in the middle of a pool. Here's just Seizure Room. Here's a blue rock flickering at the bottom of a bunch of posts. Like, I love this. This is so dumb. Here's one of my favorite screens over here to the right. A vortex of color shooting lightning at a path. Here's just Zelda drowned at the bottom of a pool. Like, I don't know what the hell this is, but I love it. Here's another excellent screen. But yeah, I just thought that was funny and worth showing off. But that's it. So, next time in Isle of the Winds, I guess I'll see what the hammer opens up, because I'm going to put off the next level until I explore more of the world, so we'll find out.